If you have been watching anime for more than 5 years, you've probably heard about the word Isekai, enough to last a lifetime. ReZero, Overlord, Slime, SAO, you know the drill by now. Someone dies, gets hit by Truck-kun, wakes up in another world, accidentally becomes the strongest man alive, saves the world, gets surrounded by 10 beautiful women. For some reason, the author won't explain. But over the last few years, I have personally noticed something. More and more isekai aren't about defeating demon kings anymore. They're opening bookstores, running farms, brewing medicine, cooking meals, raising fluffy magical animals, learning how to enjoy life. They're slower, they're quieter, they are comfortable. And today, I want to talk about this little corner of anime that I like to call Comfort Isekai. But before we get into the whole discussion, hi again, this is your host CyanBH and thank you for coming to my CH. I'm a really small Vtuber who loves reading memes, playing gachas, and doing some really questionable life choices. If you wanna support me, subscribe, like, and maybe check the links in the description. You might find a way to support me directly. And without further ado, let's answer a specific question. What is even Comfort Isekai? Whenever someone recommends one of these anime, I almost always hear the exact same response. Nothing happens. And honestly, I understand why people think like that. If you go into Ascendance of Bookworm expecting Overlord, or you watch Campfire Cooking in Another World expecting another ReZero, you'd probably be disappointed. Because these stories were never meant to compete with them. We have just gotten used to judging every isekai in the same checklist. Is the protagonist overpowered? Is there a demon king? Is the world ending? Are there massive fights every other episode? Comfort Isekai simply look at this checklist and throws it away. But here's the thing, stuff does happen. It's just smaller. A harvest comes in, a shop finally opens, somebody who never had a family gets invited to dinner. The stakes didn't disappear. They just stopped being the fate of the world and started being a fate of one person to his day. And this is what I call Comfort Isekai. But you will not find this in my anime list because this is not an official genre. It's just a name that I use for stories where the destination isn't saving the world. It's building one worth living in. Think Ascendance of Bookworm, Farming Life in Another World, Fluffy Paradise. These shows aren't asking, can our hero defeat evil? They're asking, can this person finally find happiness? The excitement isn't defeating another villain. The excitement is watching someone's life getting better. Now, a quick honesty check. This feeling isn't new. Isekai, healing, slice of life has been around forever. Flying Witch, Non-Non-Biori are just one of the few examples of this. What's actually new is bolting that feeling onto Isekai's reincarnation structure, taking the you get a second chance at life premise and instead of turning it into a power fantasy, they turn it into a peace fantasy. So now, the question would be, why are we suddenly having an influx of this kind of anime? I don't think Battle Shonen got bad. I don't think people got tired of action. I think Isekai itself got oversaturated. By 2018-2019, there were Truck-kun, Cheat Skill, Harem, Demon King, you know the drill. Readers got tired of it. Writers got tired of writing it too. So, a chunk of them started to write the premise sideways. It's still the same, reincarnated into another world, but instead of asking, how strong can this person be? They're asking, how okay can this person become? Same door, different room. Now, when I was younger, my dream fantasy was obvious. get overpowered, defeat enemies, save everyone, have legendary battles. And to be frank, it still sounds awesome. But adulthood kinda happened. Work, bills, responsibilities, friends getting busier, less free time. Somewhere along the way, a lot of us had to leave little pieces of ourselves behind just to become functioning adults. Not because we wanted to, but because that's life. And this is why I think comfort isekai is getting popular. Not because people are bored of action, it's because these stories offer a different fantasy. One where success isn't measured by how many enemies you have defeated. It's measured by the home you have built, the family you have found, the friends waiting for you at dinner, the quiet evenings spent reading a book, the feeling that tomorrow is going to be okay. That's also escapism, just a quieter one. So, I want to make one thing clear. I'm not saying comfort isekai is better than battle shonen. I still love giant fights. I still enjoy stories where the fate of the world hangs in the balance. But sometimes, after a long day, I don't want another war. I just want to watch someone bake bread, or build a library, or finally find a place they can call home. Maybe that's just why these stories resonate with so many people. They don't promise you will become the strongest. They don't promise you will save the world. They simply ask, what if your second chance wasn't just becoming a hero, but about becoming yourself again? But that's just my personal take. Do you think comfort isekai has become its own corner of anime? Or do you think I'm completely overthinking people making bread in another world? Let me know in the comments. And this was your host CyanBH, and thank you for coming to my CH. I will be seeing you guys next time.